Being fat is unhealthy. And I know this for a lot of different reasons. I know it because I'm on high blood pressure medication. I know it because I'm on diabetes medication. And I know it because my doctor tells me I'm not healthy. Even if it wasn't for all that, I'd still know. Because books and movies and magazines, music, television, the internet, they all remind me every day that being fat is wrong. Being fat is something to be laughed at or be made fun of, that fat people should be shamed, and they try to make me feel ashamed. I had a friend named Matt who was always making fun of me for being fat. We'd go out to eat and he'd make fun of how much I ate, and we'd go for a walk and he'd make fun of how easily I got out of breath, or he'd make fun of the clothes I wear or the way that I looked. And one day I had enough and I cornered him and I said, Matt, why are you always making fun of me? Why do you always hurt my feelings? Why do you want me to feel bad about myself? And he says, Boogie, I'm worried about you. I find the shape of your body and the way that you look, the way that you can't breathe, the amount that you eat disgusting. And I'm surprised you don't find it disgusting. And I'm trying to make you feel ashamed of who you are and make you feel bad about it so that you'll make the decision to make a change. He was right about one thing. He did make me feel really, really bad about myself.
I feel like there's a lot of things that happen to fat people that a lot of skinny people don't understand.
Right? 8 years old, I was aware that people were judging what I was eating. All right? So when I was in 3rd grade, I stopped eating at school. Now, this was also, I don't know, 15 years ago, right? So this trend continued of not eating 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, all the way through middle school, all the way through high school, all the way through college. I am in my final week as an undergraduate student. I still can't eat in front of people. I can't drink anything besides water in front of people because I know that I'm gonna get judged for it. Now, don't you think that is a little fucking unhealthy when a fat person has to go through 8, 9, 10 hours in a day and not eat anything because someone is gonna judge them for it because they have to be made to feel like shit?
God, we must have been eating like Chinese food at the mall or something. My best friend and I were at the mall. But I was saying when I was eating something like, God, I miss it so much. I would love to, you know, be able to eat whatever and not gain weight anymore. And I remember this guy just caught my eye and he glared at me and he rolled his eyes, and as loudly as he could, he said, God, I hate fat people.
I'm not usually shoving my face full of junk food or screaming at the top of my lungs about how everyone should be overweight. I'm usually just sitting there minding my own business, but usually it goes a little something like this.
Yo, fatty, lay off the hamburgers.
But I don't eat meat.
Yeah, right. Maybe you should try eating some fruit instead. Oh my god, look at her pretending to be healthy. Go get on the treadmill.
I mean, you can't go healthy because if you order a salad, everyone thinks you're automatically dieting. Maybe I just want to eat a salad.
Can I just drink a diet soda in peace?
Sandwiches, potato chips, dessert.
Or anything good?
Because everyone's just going to automatically assume, yeah, that's why you're fat.
Went to the gym, got laughed at, and walked right out. Why tease someone who was in the gym trying to lose weight? Fat shaming is so harsh and so wrong.
It just beats you down when someone comes along destroying what little self-esteem you gained from trying to be healthier.
I'm embarrassed to go to the gym because I was fat shamed at one. I really want to get healthy but lose motivation if I try to work out at home. Wish I could afford a personal trainer.
So when I go to the gym, every single time there's someone that has to make some kind of comment. Like, I'm working out and a guy comes up to me and he's like, hey man, good job, really good job. I mean, it's not like I go up to everybody while they're working out and say, hey man, good job continuing to do what you do. That would be ridiculous.
Fat people know they're fat. You don't have to dance around it with words.
It's more awkward if you go up to us and you're like trying to avoid saying fat.
Thick, full-figured, a little extra.
It's not a 4-letter word, it's not an insult.
Overweight, big bone.
Just say it.
Fat, we're fat.
It's insulting if you come up to us and say, hey, you're fat. Don't do that. Don't do that to anybody. That's just mean.
That sucks.
In the end, we're all just people. It doesn't matter how fat you are.
form. Health is not just a physical thing. It is a mental thing. It is an emotional thing. It is an all-encompassing thing that, no, 20 minutes every day on the treadmill is not gonna fix. You know what else is involved in health? You know what the biggest factor of your health is? It's right fucking here. If you have a shitty mind, if you're constantly hating yourself, then you are not gonna eat healthy. You are not gonna think about what you're doing with your life. You're not gonna think about whether or not you're getting up and you're moving and you're being active. You're not gonna think positive things. Yes! Fat people are unhealthy. Thin people are unhealthy too. Let's stop treating fatness and obesity and this problem, this epidemic that we have, as something that is just gonna be fixed like that, because it's not. Just like anorexia cannot just be fixed by eating a fucking hamburger, being obese and having these terrible negative thoughts about yourself, it cannot be fixed by just going and eating a salad and spending 20 minutes on the treadmill.
I've been fat shamed all day by a friend, and he sees nothing wrong with it because he thinks he's helping me. When your own parents fat shamed you, how could you even love your own body after that?
Appreciate myself anymore. I've been fat shamed so much. I don't see myself as beautiful anymore.
It's weird how like the former fat kid mentality, it's not like former in anyone's mind. I feel like when you were fat when you were younger, if you thought you were chubby, you're still that kid.
I think when you're fat when you're young, you get self-conscious at a much earlier point than if you're thin.
Sometimes I can't help but see myself still as that fat kid, and so it was like, can I really do this? Could I call myself a former fat kid?
That's one of the biggest hurdles. The physical part it's easy. Exercise, you kind of get in shape, but that mental block is sort of the biggest hurdle to jump.
I remember thinking I was fat when I was 4 years old. I remember using food to cope with my emotional anxieties at an early age. I had a tremendous amount of privilege growing up, which made it complicated to live amidst the pain in my mind and the trauma within my body. I started starving myself at age 11. I struggled with an eating disorder, mostly bulimia, for a full decade. I had a major realization. I was killing myself. I'd actively been putting my body in jeopardy for 10 years. Everyone only gets one body in their lifetime. I knew I had to start treating mine differently. I made a choice to love my body for the rest of my life, every single day. Recovery was like peeling layers of an onion. First, I promised myself that purging was never going to be an option. I learned to sit with what it felt like not to purge, then not to binge. Then not to eat emotionally, then not to fear food, then not to fear my body. And I learned that how I eat and move has to come directly from within me. It took a lot of practice. And I learned the art of intuitive eating, where I eat what I want when I want, eat when I'm hungry, and stop when I'm full. That has single-handedly been the tangible practice that's allowed me to maintain full recovery for the past 10 years. I witness all the ways the world tells bodies not to love themselves. From the billion-dollar diet industry to war, racism, sexism, homophobia, ableism, and all oppressions. And I know that the choice to love my body is both revolutionary for my ability to live in my own body and also the key to allowing me to love and respect other people's bodies. Because I made a choice to recover fully, I decided every day doesn't have to be a struggle. I've learned to sit with my feelings, to feel everything and wait, and it's utterly intoxicating. And even though I love my entire body, there are moments that are difficult, and sometimes I feel fat. And when I think I feel fat, I remember that fat is not a feeling. There's no such thing as feeling fat. So when I feel fat, I know that means I'm feeling something else, and it's worth figuring out what that is. In these moments especially, I take deep, slow breaths. And I remember that my body's ability to do this incessantly, unconsciously, and involuntarily is a miracle. I choose to be grateful in these moments, grateful for everything my body can do and everything my body has overcome. I choose to love my body.
The third one is that we are promoting obesity. So someone who's fat, plus size, curvy, whatever you want to call it, if they are in less clothing or more revealing clothing that primarily a thinner woman would wear, we are promoting obesity. Anyone who is fat and not absolutely miserable is promoting obesity, by the way.
That you should be happy with yourself and treat yourself as a human being. Being body positive means you are treating your body in a positive way. This is the reality of life, okay? But you guys do not get to decide who is healthy and who is not healthy.
As a big girl, I know I have more fat on me, and I don't care about society fat shaming. I'm damn sexy in my own way.
I'm fat, but I eat healthy.
I'm fat, but I'm not a glutton.
I'm fat, but I actually like going to the gym.
But I like to take the stairs.
But I'm a runner.
But I'm not lazy.
But I don't eat McDonald's every day.
And I eat less than my skinny guy friends. Metabolism is a bitch.
I'm fat, but I don't wear a bikini to gross you out. I wear one because I look awesome in them and I love wearing them at the beach.
I'm fat, but I'm not glorifying obesity.
Like everyone is allowed to love their bodies. Don't think that me being proud of my body means that I'm putting down yours.
Fat, but I'm comfortable in my own body.
I'm fat, but I'm not a skinny shamer.
And I'm a musician.
And I'm a writer, filmmaker, and an actor.
And I'm a workaholic.
And I'm motivated.
And I'm a wife.
And I love to laugh.
And I'm good at sports.
I'm fat and I look really good naked. There's been no complaints, let me tell you. At the end of the day, people are just people. You never know where someone is with their body. You should have a lot of kindness and empathy for other people and what they're going through.
You're allowed to be you.
I'm fat and I love life.
And I love traveling.
And I love going to the beach. I'm fat and I'm sexy.
I'm fat and my husband tells me I'm beautiful every day. All let ourselves be ourselves.
I'm fat, but most importantly, I'm a human.